T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to the Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 lists, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
And welcome to another episode of the Twisted 10.
Woo-woo.
I am your host, one of your hosts. My name is Tach, and across from me, as always, is...
I'm your boy Adam.
What is going on, Adam?
Man, not a lot. Not a lot at all.
Yeah, what's been going on?
It's another week. We just watched, so for timeline-wise, the release of this show is usually about 2 weeks out from when we record it, just because we have one in the hopper in case we need to take a week off. But we just watched the SpaceX launch this last week. And, dude, I am absolutely fascinated with the entire space program and NASA and even the foreign space programs as well, because that drives good competition. But so I was selected out of a lottery system that NASA holds to bring in a carload of people with me. So my badge gets me on base because I work out there. My badge gets me on base, but I can't ever bring anybody. I don't have escort privileges. I'm not, special. Right. So I won a car pass to be able to take up to 4 additional people with me in a vehicle out there to go watch the SpaceX launch. And it was fucking awesome. Beautiful day. It was 80 degrees, completely sunny in the sky, not a cloud in the sky. So I brought my parents, my girlfriend Andrea with me, and a buddy of mine named Chad out there to go watch it. We were right at the vehicle assembly building. So it was really, really, really cool.
That's cool. That is cool. I also work out there.
Yep.
As you know. I actually work for SpaceX.
You work for the people who launched the rocket. I work for the overarching agency. I'm a contractor for NASA, but you work for SpaceX. You work directly for them. That's really cool.
Well, yeah, I'm just security though, so it's not like I'm not an engineer or anything like that. But yeah,
hey man, it takes a lot of people to row a boat. How does it go? What's the saying? What's the proverb?
No, we definitely have to do our part. We definitely are a part of it all. And
I did want to plug real quick for Podcast Discovery Center for Anthony Hayes and for Scott Doucette. I did a little. I also plugged this on another show, Living Podcariously, but I did it specifically for their group. I'm gonna make sure they get a little bit of love here. So we're members of Podcast Discovery Center. It's a group of podcasts. It's a closed group on Facebook of their podcasters and share, tips and tricks and like-minded people.
400 members now?
Yeah, they're up to 400.
Yeah,
really,
nice.
Really good group. But I printed out a sign with a Podcast Discovery Center banner, and then I put a Podcast Discovery Center was here sticker underneath that. And I put the date of the launch, NASA's logo, SpaceX's logo, completely plagiarized, but that's okay. But I put that and threw that up on the Podcast Discovery Center, and those guys went nuts. I never told them officially that we were, part of, that you and I worked anywhere in that industry. We've always been separate, but that was kind of cool. So I'm throwing those guys a little bit of love and throwing them a shout out. They gave us some ideas for some top 10 lists in the future as well. So we might do one very special for them here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
we'll
awesome.
See.
Oh, yeah. All right, so last week I gave you... Well, we had Jimmy on the show last week.
Yep.
And he did his little thing with the movies and all that. It was pretty cool.
That was a fun show.
It was. And and I also left you with a little teaser. I don't remember exactly what the teaser was.
You're such a tease.
I know, I'm such a tease. But I think it was something along the lines of stretch out with your feelings.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, which is, of course,
some a line out of Star Wars.
Line out of Star Wars, which is said by
Obi-Wan
Kenobi, which is played by
Ben Affleck. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Ben Affleck. No, it's Matt Damon. No. Yeah.
No, because in that one he doesn't have to get rescued. Every show Matt Damon's in, he always needs rescuing.
Really? Think
about every show he's ever been in. He needs to be rescued. The Martian.
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He did The Martian, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be rescued. All right, go to...
Saving Private Ryan, I got you.
Okay, Interstellar. He was on a planet, needed to be rescued. Every movie, he needs to be rescued.
What about... Well, I was going to say what about the Bourne movies, but the movie starts off... All 3 trilogies start off with him being rescued.
There you go.
Not all 3 movies start up, but the whole trilogy begins, the first scene you see him and he's being rescued.
Yep.
So okay, that's interesting. Never thought about that. But anyway, back to my quote. Okay, this list has nothing to do with Star Wars.
Okay.
Okay. It has to do with a little bit more of what you should have known. Not should have known, because you're not as big Star Wars fan as I am. But
Right.
the actor that played Obi-Wan Kenobi, his name is Alec Guinness. Okay.
Oh.
He was a huge actor back in his day. And he's Shakespearean trained. He's very old school acting. Like,
Okay.
he's Sir Alec Guinness, if that helps you understand. where
Sure.
he's coming
Somebody held a sword up to his neck.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Darth Vader. And,
Yeah.
no.
I am your father.
Anyway, so enough about that. But the reason why I chose that for the teaser is because his last name is Guinness. And so
I like where this is going.
you like where this is going. Okay.
That's a hell of a twist and a stretch.
I know. It was just a teaser. It was something
that's
something
true.
to think about. So my list this week is the top 10 Twisted Guinness World Records.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was really a stretch.
I just went with his last name, Guinness. So,
Okay, back to Guinness. Okay.
yeah. So let me give a little backstory. People who maybe don't know what that is. So
Sure.
the Guinness Book of World Records was always the coolest book to look at when you're a kid. You know, like how cool was that to look at? You get it like at the library in school, and you're like, oh, let's look at the Guinness Book of World Records.
You know where I always looked at it, right? That was my throne material.
Oh, throwing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good too. And we've all seen like the longest fingernails or like the largest pumpkin. You know, those are all boring, and everybody knows it, and everybody's seen it. But here are the most twisted world records ever set.
Okay.
Now, I found a lot more than 10 that were just so cool. So at the end of this list, I do have some honorable mentions.
All right. Cool.
That we'll go through too. And they're just quick. There's no stories. It's just quick little,
Okay.
snippets. And there is, I guess I was trying to find a way to throw a twist on here, and I will. Okay, one of these in the top 10, I didn't attempt, but I was going to attempt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it wasn't like
longest pubic hair.
yeah, it wasn't like set up with Guinness and all this kind of stuff. It wasn't like that. But I was looking into it, seriously going to do it. It wasn't just me; it was going to be me, and
You wanted to rub the most amount of men's backs within an hour.
Damn, I didn't even go through these yet. No, but
I could keep guessing all day.
So yeah, I was looking into hardcore, seeing what the rules were, seeing all this, how we were actually going to achieve this. I was really seriously looking into it, but then we just never really got around to it.
Okay.
So that's the only twist I can really come up with. So you have to figure out which one, and I'll let everybody know,
That's fair.
you and the people at home, at the end, which one I was going to try to attempt.
All right. Understood.
So you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right, number 10, and we're going to start off a little easy.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so number 10 is the wealthiest animal. I always like the title on mine.
Wealthiest animal.
Yeah. In 1988, Blackie becomes the wealthiest cat when its owner dies and leaves it $12.5 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So let me guess. This was a cat lady.
I don't know. That's really all I have on that story.
Huh.
So I didn't really look too much into that one.
You know what though? I
What?
mean, I'd tap it. I'm just saying, $12 million cat. I mean,
Little hairy pussy.
yeah.
Whatever.
I'd do it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 9.
All right.
I call this one the baddest beer wench. Okay. The most beer steins carried over, I'm not going to say the meters because this is America. Carried
Picking our
over
jobs. Put up a wall.
131 feet and 3 inches by a female is how many do you think?
So let's see. It's beer steins or
Beer
beer
steins.
mugs? Beer stein. So a stein is a pewter and a ceramic.
I saw the picture. Okay. It's beer mugs, but they were tall. They were like stein
Okay,
size.
so tall mugs.
Yeah.
All right, so let's figure. I could probably carry, and I'm a dude, so I could probably carry.
When I looked, first of all, while you're thinking, when I looked, okay, first of all, I counted, and then I was like, okay, how's she doing that?
Oh,
okay,
well, I guess-
that makes sense. Okay.
I guess you could also hold it in your arms at the same time as in your hands. So let's say I could probably carry 4 in each hand, and then tuck 2 under each arm. I don't know, maybe 12?
She had 19.
19? Are you
19.
serious?
This was achieved by Anita Schwartz in Germany. Shocking. On November 9th, 2008, in celebration of Guinness World Records Day.
Ah, this is good. I carry beer. Nah. I can't do accents.
Yeah, she had a picture. She had like, I think you were thinking, you know, with your arms and your hands. I think in each hand she may have been carrying 4 or 5 each. And then she had them, you know, like, yeah, kind of like what you said.
Stacked in her arms and stuff.
Yeah.
You know how
it wasn't just like this, but then she had a couple on top.
You know
too,
how I knew how to carry that many of a certain type of item? So I'm kind of lazy when it comes to, you know, taking like soda cans to the trash and recycle bin when I'm supposed to. So I'll let them stack up back here a little bit. So when it's time to come get the soda cans out of here, you can't just carry 4 at a time, 2 in each hand.
Right.
You got to tuck them in, and I can get like maybe 8 inside my arm,
Yeah.
and then I'll pick up 2 with my right hand and walk down the hall and dump them, and then spill them every once in a while, you know. But
that's why you're always like, no, just leave it. I'll get it. Because you're trying to break a record.
trying to break my own record.
House record.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotcha. Yeah, I do the same thing. I sometimes collect cans up on the table, and I'm like, oh,
Yep.
I got to take these to the kitchen. I only do that when my kids aren't home. All right, you ready? Number 8?
Yeah, number 8.
This one's interesting. I called this one the loudest appendage.
Loudest appendage.
Yeah.
An appendage is like a finger, a digit, or a leg, or an arm, or an ear, or
Micronecta schultz or water boatman. It's an insect. A type of aquatic freshwater insect has been recognized for having the loudest penis.
What?
At 99.2 decibels.
Holy shit.
Described as equivalent to sitting in the front row listening to a loud orchestra playing.
Yeah, no shit. So 99 decibels? 90, what was it?
99.2 decibels.
Wow, that's pretty fucking loud.
Yeah.
So that's equivalent to what? Do you have any other equivalencies to that? Like a chainsaw. That'd be equivalent probably to like a chainsaw.
Well, let's look them up right now.
Yeah, look it up.
Maybe Siri knows. Let's see. What is 99.2 decibels?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is 99.2 decibels.
Okay, so at 90, a Boeing 737 or DC-9 aircraft at 1 nautical mile before landing
Where are you?
is at 97 decibels.
Where are you in approximation to the aircraft?
Oh, it just said within a mile away.
Okay.
Power mower, 96.
Okay, that's a really good example right there. So you know how loud it is when your mower is outside.
Motorcycle at 25 feet away.
This creature's penis makes that loud of a noise?
Yeah.
Is it harmonic or is it like a smacking? Like you know what I mean?
I didn't actually look it up and hear what the noise was, but I'm going to now.
Is it a shockwave? Does it have sex so fast that it breaks the speed of sound and creates its own little micro shockwave?
We're about to find out.
You're such a dick. That's the sound.
What is that?
That's the sound in War of the Worlds.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, it's showing the bug.
Yeah, that's the sound in War of the Worlds. That's
Okay.
not.
Let's try this next one.
Different sound.
I don't hear anything.
Maybe it's that
Maybe.
sound. So just a really loud smack.
I still don't know. All right. Number 7. Largest cheeseburger. Here we
Largest cheeseburger. Is this? Can you give me country of origin?
go. Country of origin? United States.
United States, really?
You know it's going to be United States.
Well, no, because the reason I asked that is I recently saw what. All right, so this is a relevant question to ask on your Guinness book.
Well,
What
okay.
year was this?
Well, this is more specific.
Oh, okay.
It's the largest commercially available cheeseburger on a menu.
Okay.
that you can order any day.
That is going to be. Let me take a guess at this.
Okay.
The Bubba Burger.
The Bubba Burger.
Yeah, there's a Bubba Burger that it's got like 3 patties, and they're each like a quarter pound themselves. I don't remember.
But this is like one cheeseburger, like the size.
just 1 pound. Oh, all right. I don't know. What is it?
Okay, it's the largest commercially available hamburger. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's not what you're thinking. 164.8 pounds.
Oh.
and is available for $399 on the menu at Malley Sports Grill and Bar in Southgate, Michigan, as of August 29th, 2008.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How many
awesome.
pounds?
Basically 165 pounds.
165 pounds for only like $400. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 400.
That's actually not that bad when you consider.
So how much is that per pound?
A little bit more than $2. Am I right? 160 pounds into 400. So 2 into that would be 1. So a little bit more than $1.50. I don't know. I'm not good with complex math.
I mean, this is a very simple math problem. We just got to throw in a calculator. I'm a huge cheeseburger connoisseur. I freaking love cheeseburgers, especially you nailed it, Bubba Burgers. I fucking love Bubba Burgers.
Yeah.
I would love to take a road trip and just hit like cheeseburgers across America. Like hit like Route 66,
Yeah.
and just fucking like hit all the burger joints, and just like that'd be so sick.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
Awesome.
That would be a lot of fun. There's a burrito at a place that me and my girl Andrea went to the other night. It's a place in Cocoa Beach called the Sandbar. Have you ever heard of that before?
Of course.
This is not a plug. This is not a plug for them, but
I've been there.
They have a burrito in there that they sell. It's a $25 5-pound burrito.
Nice.
Now that doesn't sound that big until they serve you literally something as big as the pillow that you have in your lap right now. That's how big the burrito is. Wow. And it's full of chicken in one part, beef in another part, pork, whatever. And it takes you like a fucking week to eat this thing. It is enormous.
How much is it?
$25. Not too bad.
Sounds cool though. I'd love to try.
Yeah. If you eat it all, you get your name and picture up on the wall that's in there. And there's not very many pictures, to be honest.
Moving on. Number 6.
Moving on up.
Rock On. That's what I call this one.
Rock On.
The longest concert by a group lasted for 64 hours, 5 minutes, and 7 seconds, and was achieved by Bodhi Foundation and Maharashtra
Bless you.
Youth Development Organization and Group, India, at the Veterinary Hall, Seminary Hills, in India, from 14 to 16 April 2009. The longest concert.
Jesus Christ, 64 hours?
64 hours, 5 minutes, 7 seconds.
And this was in India?
India.
That is way too much sitar for me to have to ever listen to. I'm sorry, I can't take but about 10 minutes of that motherfucker, and I'm ready to strangle the guy that's playing it. Sitar music is horrible to me. Oh, yeah. It's horrible. You know what sitar is, don't you?
Of course I do.
Okay,
yeah.
Just making sure. Yeah, you're a musician.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Oh, fucking dude. God damn it. Choke that motherfucker. God, that's such horrible music.
So on that note, we're going to take a break.
On that insensitive, racist comment from Adam.
So let's take a break. Let's think about this, and we'll get back.
Sweet. Hey, this is Adam. This week's Twisted 10 is brought to you by just Tach and myself. We don't have a sponsor for this week's show. So Tach and I have been talking a lot about having sponsorships in our podcast, weighing the pros and the cons. We're a big fan of having more content than advertising. So as opposed to listening to a radio show where 40% of your time that you're listening to the show is built around sponsorships, Tach and I think that the content delivery is far more important. While the delivery of content of a podcast is paramount to the success of the show, sometimes you gotta have sponsors to help cover some of the bills. While we do have 2 sponsors currently for both of our shows, that's the Twisted 10, which is this show, and Living Podcariously, which is another show that Tach and I produce, a little bit more raw and rough. We do have some opportunities that are coming up for other sponsors. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor of the Twisted 10 or Living Podcariously, shoot us an email at show@livingpodcariously.com, and we'll get back with you with the contract details.
Welcome back to the show, and I hope you enjoyed your break.
Sweet. I did. Did you enjoy yours? I enjoyed mine.
I did. Okay, so what we're talking about is the top 10 Twisted Guinness World Records. And we already talked about a wealthy animal. We talked about the baddest beer wench. We talked about a loud penis, a largest cheeseburger, and the longest concert ever. And now we're bringing it down to number 5.
Breaking it down.
I called this one Nice to Meet You.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, it's nice to meet you, boys. All right. The longest handshake.
Awkward. Awkward. Handshake goes for about 2 seconds max.
These guys decided not to. These are brothers. Their names are, doesn't matter, but I'll tell you anyway. Names are Dinesh Timlison and Pawan Timlsina.
More Indians?
Nepal.
Oh, Nepalese.
And it was at the Everest College.
Nepal, please. Sorry, I had to.
At the Everest.
Nepal what?
Everest College.
Nepa rigged. Sorry, that's so insensitive.
Yeah. At the Everest. You interrupting me or?
No, making
just
fun of
kidding.
Nepal people.
Okay. At the Everest College of Multiple Studies, Kathmandu, Nepal, on a certain date, Dinesh and Pawan are brothers. They started their attempt. Okay, so how long do you think it went?
Were they a wealthy family? Does it say in your article?
No.
Because that would matter if they were Nepa rich. Sorry. Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm blowing this one right out of the water.
Racism is fun, Adam.
All right. So longest handshake. So it becomes awkward after about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
One person
Well, I'm
wants
going to tell you,
to
they
let
went
go.
a little longer than 5 seconds.
I imagine. So handshakes, I would imagine they could probably pee, but using the number 2 would be a little bit more difficult. So I'll say 8 hours. Oh, you giggled like a pshaw. Pshaw.
This is the Guinness World Records. I'll give you one more shot.
16 days.
Okay.
I'll take it up a notch.
Somewhere between the two. Longest handshake lasted 42 hours and 35 minutes.
Damn.
They started on March 4th through the 6th in 2011.
We can beat that number, Tach.
Let's start right now.
We could do it.
Let's jerk each other off.
Could
The
we-
longest jerk off.
Now, here's a question. If we started shaking hands with right hands and then we tag team in left hands to give the right hands a break, would that continue on the time or would that break it?
I don't know. There's always different rules and stuff like this about that because most likely for things like that, most likely they did have breaks.
Okay.
They didn't have to constantly be going, but
That's like the hand on the car game.
yeah, they actually give breaks to some of those people, so.
Okay.
All right, number 4.
Numero cuatro.
He's loving it. That's what I named it.
McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I know this one. He's loving it. I'm loving it.
Donald A. Gorski, I don't know, consumed his 26,000th McDonald's Big Mac on October 11th, 2012.
Holy shit.
After 40 years of eating Big Macs on a daily basis.
Did he sound like this from top? You're just big fat guy? I mean, what?
Big Mac. No, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see a picture of him, so I don't know.
Good Lord. How many? 26,000?
26,000.
Over 40 years. Okay, I'm doing the math.
Okay.
Let's see how many that is.
And this is 2012, so he's probably up a couple hundred more by now.
All right, so 26,000 divided by 40
Mm-hmm.
is 650 a year.
So that's, what, 2 a day?
That's not that bad. Yeah, that would be 2 a day. So how many calories do you think are in one Big Mac?
We can find out.
Probably about 500.
Let's see. How many calories are in a Big Mac?
Checking my sources. The answer is about 520 dietary calories.
So 520 times 26,000 Big Macs is 13,520,000 calories this guy's eaten over 40 years. Holy shit. He hasn't shit for 41 years, by the way. Good God. So what did he win? Free Big Macs for the rest of his life? Because they know it's only going to be 3 days.
Yeah, but did he really win, though?
Yeah. Good Lord. Oh, well, hey, there's another question. Let's say 26,000 Big Macs times probably an average of $3. Over 40 years, we'll average it down to $3. That guy spent $78,000. So let's divide that by 40. Comes to almost $2,000 a year this guy has spent on Big Macs. Good Lord.
Well,
You know what I could do with that? You know how many fucking tacos from Taco Bell that would buy? Just kidding.
right. Okay, moving on.
Sure.
All right, number 3. Star Wars collection.
Oh, dear.
All right. Steve Sansweet,
May the force be with you.
a former Wall Street Journal bureau chief, who went to work at Lucasfilm. He actually used to work for Lucasfilm. Sansweet turned his Star Wars obsession of 37 years into a museum. He amassed an estimated 300,000 unique items at the Rancho Obi-Wan in Northern California.
He named his ranch Rancho Obi-Wan.
Apparently.
All right.
By May the 4th, 2014.
May the 4th be with you. I got it.
He'd only accurately audited and cataloged 92,240 items.
So he only had 200,000 to go.
Yeah, still sufficient to beat the previous title many times over.
Damn.
So, yeah. I salute you, sir.
But this guy's probably got like 10,000 figurines of, Luke. Not just for something that's unique. So if it was 300,000 unique different, that would, I think, be more impressive. You know what? It's impressive irrelevant because you get 300,000 collectibles.
Yeah.
But if it was, this entire corner of my house is dedicated to replicas of the Death Star made by Legos or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not as unique to me unless it was one-offs all over the place. That would be really cool. I wonder what his most prized possession was.
Yeah, well, like he actually worked for Lucasfilm, which is kind of cool. So some things in his collection could be something really random,
This is the jock strap that Mark Hamill wore on
this is
scene.
like the hood that was in this one guy and a shot way in the background.
These are the fake buns that Carrie... What's her name?
Fisher.
Carrie Fisher wore on set. Yeah, that would be cool.
So, hats off to that guy.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, number 2. You thought the handshake was bad.
Handshake was pretty bad.
Longest kiss.
Oh, God.
A couple from Thailand.
Why is it all these foreign? Come on, bring America some stuff other than geeks. And fat guys eating McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that was American or not. I just...
I guess that's a good point.
Didn't say.
Well, they call a Big Mac in France a Le Big Mac. Just kidding.
All right. Okay, so this couple in Thailand, they won at a Ripley's Believe It or Not event on February 12th. I'll just leave it there. How long do you think their kiss was?
48 hours was the hand holding or the shake.
42 hours. 42 and a half.
I'll go a little bit shorter than that. So let's go 33.33 repeating, Pat.
Longer.
Than 33 hours. So let's go.
They beat the handshake. Let's put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
72 hours.
Okay, not that long.
Not that long. Okay, so 60 hours.
Close.
Huh.
They kissed for 58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds. They won the Ripley's Believe It or Not event on February 12th through the 14th in 2013.
Was this like a continuous peck, or like were they getting into it?
It's a good question.
Could you imagine they were really, by the end of it, yeah, exactly. Their lips looked like they had been hoovered off their faces by a vacuum cleaner.
I guess they brought home a cash prize and 2 diamond rings.
And a lifetime supply of chapstick as a sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, that's...
What if they had to poop?
Once again, they probably got breaks.
All right.
So I'm guessing they probably did. I don't really know. But it's funny you say that.
Oh, dear. You're saving pooping for the last?
The last one, number 1. Remember, this wasn't really in any particular order, but I decided to save this one.
You should have put poop at number 2. Just saying.
I title this one, Oldest Human Shit. The oldest complete human feces ever found are the Lloyd's Bank coprolite. I don't know. Coprolite?
Coprolites?
Coprolite? I don't know. It was discovered while archaeologists were excavating, excuse me, the former Viking settlement Jorvik in what is now northern England near York.
You need to say Jorvik.
Jorvik.
Not Jorvik.
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 Jorvik. The turd is around 7 inches long and was created around the 9th century AD.
Holy shit. So
which makes it
7-inch
well
turd.
over 1,000 years old.
Is it petrified at this point?
And I have a picture.
Oh, yeah. I want to see a 7-inch piece of shit. Oh, okay. That's petrified.
Well,
all right. Yeah, it's like a like fossils will become petrified after so many years of limestone, and I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to sound scientific here, but I'm not going to do it any justice. It's a giant shit, is what we found.
Giant shit. So
that could have been carved out of clay. That could have been, one of the workers.
Shit.
Could have been one of the workers that happened to be at the site.
Poop. Okay, so
that was a shitty discovery tag.
Most Guinness records.
Think you're having a good day, and then shit happens. Oh, what do we have here? You call that a shit? I don't have any more.
You're done?
I'm done. I'm dry.
I have another one here.
Bonus, honorable mentions.
Well, this is a bonus one, then I have honorable mentions.
Okay.
Bonus one is the most Guinness records. 27,000 jumping jacks done in 6 hours and 45 minutes was Shrita Furman's first record in 1979.
Okay.
With skills as diverse as fastest mile on a pogo stick while juggling 3 balls to mountain climbing on stilts, he's broken more than 300 records since. Today he holds more than 120 records.
Well, this guy really has a lot of free time.
Indeed.
No kidding.
So I thought that would just be a cool
And this guy is on his way to a Viking burial ground to squeeze one off.
Jorvik.
In Jorvik. He wants to take an 8-inch shit.
Okay, honorable mentions.
All right, honorable mentions. Here we go.
Now, do you want to talk about honorable mentions now, or do you want to try to guess which one I was going to attempt?
I'm gonna think about it. So the honorable mentions isn't the one you were going to try to attempt, though, correct?
No. These don't.
Nor
count.
The bonus. It was one of the 10 through.
Right, 1 through 10.
Well, recap our 10 through 1. If
all right, here
mind.
we go. Number 10, wealthiest animal.
Okay.
Baddest beer wench. Number 9.
Okay.
8, loudest penis. Number 7, largest cheeseburger. Number 6, rock on, the longest concert.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, longest handshake. Number 4, the Big Mac. Number 3, Star Wars collection. Number 2, longest kiss. And number 1 is the oldest shit, and that's not it.
So I don't think that you were possibly going to bequeath your cat or your animals over 12 million.
Okay, so that one's easy.
That's pretty easy. I don't think you were going to try to beat 300,000 collectibles from Star Wars because you don't have that much money. You can't do this shit.
No. I don't have the loudest penis.
Yeah, you can't possibly have the loudest penis. What was number 9?
Number 9, the beer steins carrying.
I think you were giving that a shot. I mean, don't tell me till you can read the bonus ones or the honorable mentions. But I'm putting my money. If I had to be a betting man, I would think that you thought you could carry more than 19 beer steins.
Okay, honorable mentions. Here we go.
All right.
Most people in a smart car.
In a smart car. Let's go 8.
14.
14. That's just what I was going to say originally, but then I'm like, no, you can't
I heard
possibly
that.
fit that.
I was like, oh, he's about to nail it. 14 members of some
we
cheerleading
represent
squad.
I know which one it is. We represent the Lollipop Guild. That's the cheerleading squad. Insensitive. Sorry.
Largest drum kit owner of...
Like number of drums in the drum kit or by size itself?
It's how many pieces in the set.
How many pieces in the set?
Yeah.
I'll
owned by... Go ahead.
20.
Owned by Dr. Mark, some guy in the States.
Dr. Mark, some guy. I know him.
Temperado. Consisted of 340 pieces.
What?
Yeah. Car balancing. John Evans balanced a 352-pound Mini Cooper on his head for 33 seconds.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This is going to go in the books for the stupidest record for 53.6 seconds. Guess what this guy did?
Hosted a podcast. No clue.
Any guess at all?
I mean, stupid. Shot. Is it painful to the person?
No.
All right.
Nothing painful.
Is it a unique skill that all of us could potentially learn how to do?
Yeah.
Okay, I still have no idea. I'm not going anywhere with these questions.
It's the longest time hopping on one leg clockwise while wearing a pig hat with one ear flipped up and strumming a guitar on... Oh, it says on back, but he had it behind his back. By Kyle Matz of Alberta, Canada.
Hey, good on you, buddy. You got your name in a book for something.
Yeah. Largest bikini shoot. 1,010 bikini women posed in Australia's iconic beach.
See, I took that the wrong way again. Largest bikini. I thought, that's a huge bitch.
Yeah. Largest bicep. Egyptian guy.
I know this
Mustafa
one. I've seen this.
Ishmael.
He got the injections to make his biceps bigger.
I don't know.
If you've ever seen that picture of this guy,
I did see the picture.
it is fucking weird.
It's gross looking.
The rest of his body is normal, like me or you. Well, not that we're normal, but his biceps are like ungodly large. They're like as tall as his. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. He injected the muscle growth right into his arms.
Yeah, 67 inches.
God damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like 2 of our waists.
Yeah. The most Smurfs. Most people dressed as Smurfs was 1,253 and was achieved by some people in Ireland in 2008.
Well, wait, they're redheads. Just kidding. No. Just kidding.
Speed skating is actually from skateboard. Fastest skateboard speed from a standing position. Take a
124 miles an hour.
What the fuck? Was achieved by this guy in Brazil. This has to be with a downhill assist, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Terminal velocity attempting to be reached, I'm sure.
So do you have a guess?
124 miles an hour.
No, it's not that much.
Oh.
It's 70.2.
Oh, still pretty goddamn fast on a little skateboard.
That's crazy fast.
Huh.
Holy shit. Can you imagine things like, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy crap. All right, and the last one for the honorable mention is Michael Jackson impersonator Hector Jackson performs with a group of people performing the Thriller dance. How many do you think he did? It was on August 29, 2009 in Mexico City.
2009 is right about the time where these certain types of events became really popular. You know what type of events I'm talking about? Flash mobs.
Yeah, flash mobs. Yeah, I was just going to say
I would say, and Thriller was one of the most famous ones to do flash mobs too. So let's say 1,200 people.
Close. 13,597.
Shit. I was just missing a 0.
Uh-huh. All right, so that's all the honorable mentions. So
all right.
You thought that
number 9.
I was going to be
Beer
the
Stein.
Beer Stein
Yes.
carrier. You were incorrect, sir.
Liar. So which one did you try?
I didn't try. I was going to try. I was looking into it.
Considering trying.
Yeah, considering trying. I was going to shoot for the longest concert.
Oh, wow.
When I had a band. We were trying to figure out ways to get some recognition, you know? And I was like, what if we got a venue and try to shoot for longest concert? I didn't even know if that was a record or not, you know? So I was like, so I looked it up and I looked up all the rules, and the rules stated that you got breaks every once in a while. It also said that somebody has to be playing the whole time. So
even during somebody else's break?
So yeah, so there's four of us in a band or 5 of us in a band.
Okay.
As long as one person remained on the stage performing something, everybody else could go take a break.
Oh, cool.
So the way I saw it was you'd start off a show, just like a normal show, play for like an hour, and then just start your breaks, man. Have somebody sit out for a while, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Somebody can like even go home and sleep if they wanted to, take a nap, come back, you know, as long as it was a couple people kind of keeping the show going, you know? But we never got around to it. So.
Okay.
So yeah,
good list, dude. I love Guinness Book of World Records. My girlfriend's daughter just got the 2015 Guinness Book of World Records. So
nice.
That's my that's going to be some shitter material for me after Tach leaves the house. I'm just saying.
I gotcha.
So I'll parse through that book and see if I can find anything that's noteworthy to bring up to you. Let's take a look. That's actually a good motivator for some top 10 lists too, because there's so many different varieties of things in there. Not just on the Guinness record itself, but on the action itself, like juggling or, you know, whatever the hell the skill is. You could go off and research those types of skills. Yeah, cool book and very cool top 10 list.
Thanks, buddy. Do you have a teaser for next week?
You know, I don't have a teaser for my show, but I am going to tease something we're going to do for the Podcast Discovery Center. Something for Scott Doucette that he kind of challenged us with, and it has to do with podcasting. So it's real directed towards folks who are podcasters, and we'll make it available for everybody to download, but it's not going to be a regular episode for us, but it has to do with top 10 ways to grow your podcasting audience. So I think I'm going to hit up our boy Anthony Hayes, Scott Doucette, and I might reach out. I might reach out to who's the guy that does the Audacity to podcast? James Earl Jones. No, I don't, it's a famous name. It's not famous.
It's a famous name, but with
George,
a J in the middle. Daniel J. Lewis.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he can give us some.
You know what I'm thinking? You can cut this out if you don't like it.
Oh.
Instead of doing a podcast episode, why don't we just do a video?
Make it a live video for them?
Not live, but because Doucette ain't too keen on those live streaming videos now.
No, he's reconsidering it.
But I mean, no, we can shoot the video and then post it as a video.
Done. Did you research to see if we could post videos on Libsyn?
I didn't. We'll figure it out.
I got lazy. All right, I got to get to bed. So no, I don't have an official plug for or teaser for my show yet, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I mean, that's not a teaser. It's not a presidential.
No, I got you.
Maybe that was a teaser.
Good.
It's gonna be good.
I'm
just here to tell you, this is what you got to do. You gotta do it well, and it's gonna be good. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Is this your Obama?
That's my best Obama I got. Just saying.
Sounded French.
Oh, sacre bleu.
Lingerie.
Pepe le Beau. Give me a cigarette. All
right, guys. Well, appreciate you listening to this episode this week. Check us out next week, and I'm sure Adam will come with an exciting and wonderful list, top 10 list.
Come with one? Yes.
You're going to come with one? Oh, you're gross.
Be sure to check us out at facebook.com/thetwistedten. And guys, we are homegrown. This podcast is just word of mouth is what gets it out. So if you like it, if you enjoy it, and you think you know somebody who would like it as well, share it with them. It helps us a lot to give us a rating of 5 stars on iTunes and give us a review in there as well. Because the more times we get more reviews, the more iTunes promotes us in their own system for new and noteworthy and up and coming podcasts and all that stuff. So give us that 5-star review and rating. Click the subscribe button, and then word of mouth, share it out. So help us out.
Also, we don't have a website yet, so if you want to contact us or have ideas for the show, you can contact us at thetwistedten@gmail.com.
thetwistedten@gmail.com.
That's correct. So until then, once again, my name is Tach.
I'm Adam.
And we will see you next week. That's cool. That is cool. I also work out there.
Yep.
As you know. I actually work for SpaceX.
You work for the people who launched the rocket. I work for the overarching agency. I'm a contractor for NASA, but you work for SpaceX. You work directly for them. That's really cool.
Well, yeah, I'm just security though, so it's not like I'm not an engineer or anything like that. But yeah,
hey man, it takes a lot of people to row a boat. How does it go? What's the saying? What's the proverb?
No, we definitely have to do our part. We definitely are a part of it all, And
I did want to plug real quick for Podcast Discovery Center for Anthony Hayes and for Scott Doucette. I did a little. I also plugged this on another show, Living Podcariously, but I did it specifically for their group. I'm gonna make sure they get a little bit of love here. So we're members of Podcast Discovery Center. It's a group of podcasts. It's a closed group on Facebook of their podcasters and share tips and tricks and like-minded people.
400 members now?
Yeah, they're up to 400.
Yeah,
really,
nice.
Really good group. But I printed out a sign with something like that.
Something like that, which is, of course,
some a line out of Star Wars.
Line out of Star Wars, which is said by
Obi-Wan
Kenobi, which is played by
Ben Affleck. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Ben Affleck. No, it's Matt Damon. No.
No, because in that one he doesn't have to get rescued. Every show Matt Damon's in, he always needs rescuing.
Really?
Think about every show he's ever been in. He needs to be rescued. The Martian.
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon, right? Yeah. He did The Martian, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be rescued. All right, go to
Saving Private Ryan. I got you.
Okay, Interstellar. He was on a planet, needed to be rescued. Every movie, he needs to be rescued.
What about, I was going to say what about the Bourne movies, but the movie starts off, all 3 trilogies start off with him being rescued.
There you go.
Not all 3 movies start up, but the whole trilogy begins. The first scene you see him and he's being rescued.
Yep.
So okay, that's interesting. Never thought about that. But anyway, back to my quote. Okay.
Timeline-wise, the release of this show is usually about 2 weeks out from when we record it, just because we have one in the hopper in case we need to take a week off. But we just watched the SpaceX launch this last week. And, dude, I am absolutely fascinated with the entire space program and NASA and even the foreign space programs as well, because that drives good competition. But so I was selected out of a lottery system that NASA holds to bring in a carload of people with me. So my badge gets me on base because I work out there. My badge gets me on base, but I can't ever bring anybody. I don't have escort privileges. I'm not, special. Right. So I won a car pass to be able to take up to 4 additional people with me in a vehicle out there to go watch the SpaceX launch. And it was fucking awesome. Beautiful day. It was 80 degrees, completely sunny in the sky, not a cloud in the sky. So I brought my parents, my girlfriend Andrea with me, and a buddy of mine named Chad out there to go watch it. We were right at the vehicle assembly building. So it was really, really, really cool. Podcast Discovery Center banner. And then I put a Podcast Discovery Center was here sticker underneath that. And I put the date of the launch, NASA's logo, SpaceX's logo, completely plagiarized, but that's okay. But I put that and threw that up on the Podcast Discovery Center, and those guys went nuts. I never told them officially that we were, part of, that you and I worked anywhere in that industry. We've always been separate, but that was kind of cool. So I'm throwing those guys a little bit of love and throwing them a shout out. They gave us some ideas for some top 10 lists in the future as well. So we might do one very special for them here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll awesome. See. Oh, yeah. All right. So last week I gave you, we had Jimmy on the show last week.
Yep.
And he did his little thing with the movies and all that. It was pretty cool.
That was a fun show.
It was. And and I also left you with a little teaser. I don't remember exactly what the teaser was.
You're such a tease.
I know, such a tease. But I think it was something along the lines of stretch out with your feeling.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to the Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 lists, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
And welcome to another episode of the Twisted 10.
Woo-woo.
I am your host, one of your hosts. My name is Tach, and across from me, as always, is...
I'm your boy, Adam.
What is going on, Adam?
Man, not a lot. Not a lot at all.
Yeah, what's been going on?
It's another week. We just watched, so for